Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It is Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and I'm so happy to be with you here today for my weekly Teach Me Tuesday. Every Tuesday, I broadcast to you live here on Facebook, and we do a little teaching session about something. Sometimes we look at how to use some dies or tools or things like that. More often than not, we learn how to do some kind of a technique, or a fancy fold, or sometimes called a fun fold, all kinds of things. I've been doing some work with the chalk pastels, and that is what I'm going to do again today. So, hey Barb, I'm glad to see you here, and I see Jackie. So I'm just going to get my computer over here so I can see what you're seeing. I've got a lot to share with you today because I'm going to do just a wee bit of show and tell. And then we're going to stamp, and we're going to use these pastel chalks once again. We're going to use them in a little different way. We're going to use them on colored cardstock, and we're going to blend colors. And yes, I did get a haircut. And then after that, I'm going to do my unboxing. I got my holiday catalog order last week. Haven't even, I pulled a few things out of the box that I needed right away that were not holiday catalog because I just came off of my weekend retreat. So I was hosting Creative Escape from Thursday all the way through till Sunday. And I did broadcast live for my Thursday Facebook Live. And that was fun. I was live right there at the Drury Plaza and brought you through to give you a little tour of our space where we do Creative Escape and let you see some of what happens there. So that was fun. Stamping was a little dicey, but we got through. And Barb is on here today, and she very graciously manned the camera for me. I had kind of flying out the door on Thursday morning bright and early to get set up. I had packed a selfie stick, and it wasn't doing what I needed it to do to be able to, just put it down on the table and stamp. So I appreciate Barb helping me out. Okay, I am up and running on, nope, let's see, here we go. Nope, it's still showing me last Thursdays. So hopefully, well, you guys are here, so I know that I'm on live. Hey, Linda, welcome, welcome. Okay, so the series on the pastel chalks continues. And let me just, okay, we are up and running. Laura's here, welcome. And Gail, thank you for liking my new haircut. And Melissa is here, and Jill, yay. I used to wear my hair like this quite a bit, and I haven't had it this short in several years, so this was time to make a change. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera down, and like I said, we're going to do just a little bit of show and tell, and then we're going to stamp before I do my unboxing video for you. Here we go. Okay. Whew. Let's see. Okay, let's go to show and tell first, and then, let's see, I need to bring this, okay, get myself positioned here. I wanted to show you, I got this beautiful card in the mail this week, and this is actually from Gail, who is one of our regulars here. She has beautiful work, so this is a beautiful, beautiful stamped card. And this is using the, let me think, Inspired by Nature, maybe? No. Let me think. It's right behind me. I did a whole class with this set of dies and stamps. I can't think of the name of it. And I love what Gail did here because she did all neutrals. And I do think that all neutrals are just very classic, very all occasion. You can send them any time of year. So that's always a nice, I'm still out of camera. Here we go. Maybe I need to come down. Okay, I think I need to come down. Okay. Then I was going to show you really quickly, I do like to show you when I get happy mail. Each month I do a card for my In Color Club, and I I do one card in all 5 of the new in colors for, you know, the people who are getting an in color club is where you have 5 months and you get all of the in color products for 1 color each month. And I took one of the designs I did for my Cards with a Twist class. And I just thought, you know what? Birdhouses can be any color. So this is the Fresh Freesia. This is the Polished Pink. This is the Evening Evergreen. This is the Soft Succulent. And this is the Pale Papaya. I thought they all turned out so nice and was really happy with the way that they came out. So I thought I would share that with you. And then I wanted to also show you that Positive Thoughts. Thank you, Gail. I kept wanting to say Inspired Thoughts, and I knew that wasn't right. So this stamp set here is Positive Thoughts. Has some excellent greetings as well as these really neat stamps and dies that coordinate. I wanted to show you a class I took at Retreat at Creative Escape. I always have, well, this is the way kind of things have evolved. I have several of my team members who teach classes on site, and they are for our guests who are part of Creative Escape, and they're add-on classes. So these are not included in their retreat experience, but if they want to add on, they can. Well, Melissa did a little $5 class. So you make 1 card and you learn 1 technique. And this was using the Lattice. Let me see if I have my Lattice right over here. I'm doing lots of cleaning, and I thought I had it right there, but I don't. This is the new paper Lattice. And so it's a throwaway piece in the sense that if you're using it, as we did here, as a template or as a, what's the word I'm looking for, as a stencil. You can throw it away when you're done, or you can use it with the embossing paste on it. So she was teaching a class on how to use the embossing paste, and I just loved it. I have to confess, I've had a pot of embossing paste for probably 2 years and had never even opened it, thinking, yeah, one of these days I'll get around to it. It looks kind of messy. So I had the palette knives, had everything. And so she gave us everything to make this cute little fancy fold card and all the instructions and use to make this really cool embossing paste card. And this is the shimmery embossing paste, so I'm not sure if it's picking up in the camera, but it has a lot of shimmer and shine. So that was super fun. I'm going to do some embossing paste technique Teach Me Tuesdays forthwith coming up. I'll show you really quick because we were doing these cards last week on Tuesday. Teach Me Tuesday, we were blending some different colors with the soft pastel chalks. We're going to blend colors again today, but we're going to do it on colored cardstock. On these, we did these on white cardstock, and today we're going to do them on colored cardstock. So this was obviously deeper colors. These are actually the same set of colors. We just did one of them much more, we added a lot more color. This one we did a lighter color. Okay, so that's show and tell. Let's get busy. These are the soft pastel assortment. A little different than what we had in the past. Many years ago, when I first joined as a demonstrator, this was part of your starter kit, although they looked very different and they were different colors. They were little tiny squares, and they were a lot of different colors. I love the fact that you have kind of basic colors, and then you can do all kinds of blending. So in this little box, it takes up a very small footprint in your drawer or in your cupboard or something. You have Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade. But the fun thing is that you can blend these. So that's what we're going to do today again, but we're going to do things a little bit differently. Now, I'm kind of in Christmas mode because I have a couple of Christmas in July events coming up. Here in San Antonio, I'm doing a live Christmas in July card class, as well as a BOGO, which is a buy one, get one free sale. And that is coming up on the 30th and 31st. On the 29th, which is Thursday night, I'm doing Christmas in July bingo. So we're doing make and takes using this stamp set. And everybody is going to get a piece of each of the patterns in this paper, which is called Tidings of Christmas. It's a lovely stack of paper. And you get one of each pattern. This is one of the papers that's in the sale right now for the Designer Series paper. And the Designer Series papers that are on sale right now are the ones that are the non-specialty papers. In other words, they don't have like gold or glitter or anything like that. And they're in our annual catalog. So they do include mainly 12 by 12 patterns, or pieces I should say. But then this one is a 6 by 6. So super fun patterns to work with. I love they're actually very neutral. This is the one that has probably the most pattern to it and the most color. This is very neutral here, and this could actually be used throughout the season on non-Christmas cards. I know in my family we have a lot of fall and fall and winter birthdays, and not only with my family but also my friends. Lots of people with fall and winter birthdays. So these patterns, many of them, will serve you really well, especially for masculine cards. So let's see what we're going to do with this here today. Let me just refresh my screen to make sure I haven't missed anything. I'll also let you see really quickly this stamp set. I've mounted some of the stamps already. It's only $22, and I think if you were going to add one stamp set to your holiday lineup, kind of your holiday collection of stamps, I think this would be a really good one. It has both inside and outside greetings. Hey Marlene, I'm glad you're here. And it also has some great images for stamping, and you can stamp them in a whole host of ways. So let's see what we're going to do today. I am going to take a little piece of soft succulent cardstock, and we are going to add these chalks to a piece of colored cardstock. Now, for the most part, you're going to do this the same way, but it's going to have a little bit different result. So once again, I'm going to ink up with my Versamark. Now, when you ink up with Versamark, or when you stamp with Versamark, I should say, on colored cardstock, you can see it right away because it is a soft kind of a watermark effect is what you get. Let me know if that's too dark for you. I turned off one light because it seemed like it was a little bit too much. So yes, Mary, playing with chalks is exactly what you're saying. It's a lot of fun. I think that they make you feel like an artist. And I think that you really can't go wrong. Now you see, it's faint, but there is an image that you can see there a little more readily than when you do it on white cardstock. Now I'm going to bring my chalks over here, and one of the things you can do is, if you don't want to, kind of dig down in there, is you can just lift them with your little pick-a tool. Now I'm going to add my chalk directly to the paper. And I'm just using it like a pencil, like a big chunky crayon, adding quite a bit of chalk here. And you'll notice this is Mossy Meadow, and my cardstock is soft succulent. And the green I'm going to pair it with is this Evening Evergreen, and those greens don't go together great. This is a much more bluey green. Mossy Meadow is a more yellowy green. So I'm going to take, believe it or not, Pacific Point, and I'm going to lay that right down on top and just do almost like a vein down the center of my pine boughs. So I'm applying it directly, and now I'm going to take just a cotton ball and I'm going to blend. Now, the nice thing is the chalk is only going to stick where there's Versamark. The Versamark is kind of a sticky ink, and it is holding the chalk ever so nicely. Now, if I feel like I want to add a little bit more, I can always come back in and bring in a bit more. Oh, that's coming out really nice and dark now, which is what I was wanting. And you see how the, where I've added that Pacific point, I've got these deeper layers in here, and it's coming out to look like much more of a bluey green, which is the look I'm going for. So now that's going to layer on here with some Designer Series paper, and these I'm going to tuck away. So Twyla, you never knew how to use Versamark. You know, it's not scary at all. It really can't mess it up. You can do just a watermark look. It is used a lot when we're doing heat embossing, and that's where people are most familiar with it, but it will also hold chalks very, very nicely. Now I am going to take just a baby wipe to clean the excess chalk off my hands. I want to make sure I don't have any on there. And then I'm just going to very simply layer up my little stamped image with a couple of other pieces here. So, and you know, one thing you do want to do is just take a tissue and just rub over to see if there's any little excess pieces. And they're really, you know, it really, everything pretty well stuck to my cardstock, which is good. So my Versamark was doing its job. Let's just load this. This is a 4x2 piece. So I'm matting it on a 4 1/4 by 2 1/4 piece of Evening Evergreen. And then I'm going to add that on top. Let me grab my silicone mat. If you're having any issues at all with your new seal, there's really not a learning curve. I find if you just use the silicone mat, it works like a champ for you every single time. So that is going to go on 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then I'm going to take a little strip of basic white, and I'm going to stamp my Merry Christmas right across there. And I'm going to use that cherry cobbler because this is what is kind of my accent color. There's a lot of greens in this card because I have a green card base, and then I'm going to use two different, two different patterns from the Designer Series paper. So see how that's going to give me a nice little pop of color. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my trusty punch to do a little flagging action here. And I do want to leave a little bit of white on the end, I think. I haven't really measured this out or anything. We're just kind of, still looks pretty good. Oh, wow, look at that, perfect. Okay, so that is my focal piece, and I'm going to layer just a couple of 5 1/4 by 2 inch pieces to my cardstock. I've been, ever since I got home from retreat, since I have to put everything away, as a retreat host, Cheryl Peary and I, she's one of my team members, we co-host this together. And typically, well, not typically, we always bring a bunch of our stuff to retreat, and that saves our retreat guests not only from having to pack so heavy, but it also enables them to try out a lot of our stuff. So Cheryl brings all the current ink colors, and I bring, and she brings the punches, and then I bring all the current dyes. and stamp set. So I have a lot to put away when I get home. And I just decided that I would do some studio, really kind of not only tidying up, but reorganization. I've been wanting to do this for ages, and I just thought, you know what, while I have everything out, this is the perfect time to do it. So with that being said, I might even be able to be ready for a studio tour on Thursday. Now, this is my original plan, was to do this tone on tone and to do the stripe and then to do this. And I like that a lot. It's very traditional looking, very tailored. And, oh, Velma, you are here. And you're also doing Christmas cards. Welcome, Iris. Glad you're here. But, you know, we could, let's just see. We could change it up a bit. To me, that's a little bit busy, so I think I like that one. Let's see if we wanted to go with that cherry cobbler instead. That's kind of nice. And maybe, I mean, that's a lot of pattern underneath there, but this is very trim. Actually kind of like it. Wasn't planning to go in that direction, but I kind of like it, so I'm gonna let you guys weigh in a little bit. And while you're weighing in, I just wanted to show you, because I was messing around before I started, and I did the same exact technique on a piece of shimmery white cardstock. I was looking to see how the chalks would blend on shimmery white versus basic white. So this is more of an eggshell color, but look at the difference when you're doing it on the white cardstock and when you're doing it on the colored cardstock. You know, it's definitely different, but I like it a lot. Now I could have, you know, I could have carried that image, I could have stamped it again here and here, but you know, I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good. I would be very proud to send this to anybody. So I think everybody's kind of liking these extra patterns, so I think I'm just gonna go with that. It was not the intention I had, but you know, more often than not, well, maybe not more often than not, oftentimes I should say, I get ready to put down my designer series paper and I flip it over to put the adhesive on it, and I go, maybe I want to use that side instead. Oh, now let's see, how's this? That's kind of nice too. If we go lots of greens there. Ooh, I kind of like that too. Let's see. And while you're checking that out, I'm going to find an embellishment or two, because I really didn't know where I was going to land. No, that's, oh, well now, we could put a half a doily up there. That's kind of nice. Let's see, maybe on that dark, maybe that half a doily. Is that too much? I mean, that's a lot of pattern, because the doily has a lot of pattern, and then that has a lot of pattern. But let's see. I'm looking for an embellishment. Let's see. Now, I could use these little green things, but you know, there's too much. There's already a lot of green. There's not too much green, but there's a lot of green. Now, I could add some gold. That's a nice look right there. No doily. Okay. That's what I was kind of thinking. That's a bit much. Okay. Let's see. Those are black. Oh, now that's kind of nice. These are the opal rounds. That would be kind of nice. Let's see what else I've got in my little bag of tricks here. Now these are the in color jewels, and those have just they're subtle shine, but I'm kind of liking that gold. Yeah, Mary says, well, the doily was too much. So we could go with this, we could go with this, or let's keep going and looking. Now, I do also have, I don't know if you guys have seen in the catalog, this Ephemera Pack. This Ephemera Pack brings you all these, it gives you these iridescent self-adhesive sequins, but it also gives you all these little gold doodads. Now these are not self-adhesive, so you have to punch them out, and then you would need to stick them down with some adhesive of some sort. That's kind of a nice look too. And you get quite a few sheets of these. So Twyla likes the gold. Let me see what else is on these because I used them when, well, it's probably been a month or two since I used them. You get several sheets and you get, see how they put that little piece. This is kind of an interesting little pattern right here. This little thing here. You can see why they call this ephemera because you can do all, it's just little bits of this and that. So we could take just a little bit of this. Now I would probably cut it in half if we wanted just a little bit of gold poking out like that. Okay, hey Jess, I'm glad you're here. Okay, Velma's liking the gold too. So that gold ephemera is kind of a nice look. We could go with that, or we could go, this one's a little bit, this is more of a, what is that, like a hexagon? This one is a little bit different still. Now you can make these into umpteen little layers. So you can make it really, really delicate, where just a little bit's coming through. So you could split those up. Hey Simone, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so Melissa says, no ephemera gold, just the gems. Okay, I think that's a good, you know, you can play with these, and that's part of the fun that we have, is just kind of playing around with stuff. Okay, so let's pop this up on dimensionals, and then we're going to add some gold gems. And then our little Teach Me Tuesday card will be done. We'll be ready to do some unboxing of the holiday catalog. Now, this is, for those of you who've popped on here a little bit later, we have been using the Soft Pastels Assortment, otherwise known as chalks. And we blended Mossy Meadow and Pacific Point on a piece of soft, succulent cardstock. And that is what we ended up with. And I like it. Oh, I didn't put this down. Duh. I forgot to put this piece of paper down. Okay, I think we were in favor of the stripes. I think that was it. I think we got an okay on that. So let's pop this in place. And then this, whoopsie, make sure you get it right side up, Candy. I've done that on more than one occasion, as I'm sure you have too. So that's looking very handsome, maybe on top to look like a hanger. Oh, now that's kind of a cute idea, Valerie. Let's find the gold gems. Here they are. And then maybe we'll add a little hanger afterwards. I think on these gold gems, the only ones I have left in this package are the big ones. I used all the little ones, and these are kind of chunky, but you know, I think they work because we have such strong, we have a lot of green and a lot of red here. So this is kind of helping break that up a little bit and bring some shine in. So I think that's looking good. Before we decide if we're going to add that last little bit of gold, I do have an inside panel because whenever I'm doing a card like this, you can see that inside would be very difficult to write on. And so I want to take, I do love, love, love this particular stamp in the set. This is probably my favorite of the stamps in the set. And I think I'm going to bring in this image by stamping off and bringing this image right along the bottom of my cardstock for inside. Did I bring a chamois over here? Yes, I did. Yay, candy. You know, I think this is a card that sometimes my husband wants to send a card to, you know, one of his ministry friends or a buddy of his that we're not maybe sending a family card to because it's not maybe somebody I know or something. And this is I believe this is a more masculine card. My husband would love this right here to send. Although he likes all the cards that I make for Christmas. Okay, Merry Christmas. Let's see. They have some really pretty inside greetings. Let's see what we can come up with here. We have, it's friends like you that make the season so wonderful, or may the beauty of the season bring you joy and warm memories to cherish throughout the years. Let's see. I think I'm going to do, can you use Wink of Stella over the chalk? Yes, you can, Linda. You can use Wink of Stella directly on top of the chalk. That's a great question. Once the chalk is on there, it really is there to stay. And it's, like I said, it's just super fun to use. Let's do like so. Hopefully that is centered, or sort of, kind of, generally. And then I thought one more thing I would do, just because I can, and it's a Christmas card, is I'm going to bring in a couple of these little stars. Especially since we have the gold on the outside here. I think a couple of stars would look cute. So I've got crushed curry ink here. Although, oh, I just had a thought. Okay, let's close that up and let's find the stamp. And let's just do some chalk on the inside too, because we can. So I'm going to use this larger stamp, this larger star, and let's bring the Versamark back in, which is somewhere here. Ah, yes, here we go. So let's get this Versamark, and we'll do a couple of stars like this, and then we'll do one right down here, because I want to make sure I have room to sign the card. Now, instead of using a big cotton ball like this for the stars, I'm going to grab a Q-tip, and I do like just using normal household things like this, because of course you can just throw it away when you're done. Let's pull these back out. Look at there. Now I have crushed curry and daffodil. No, I have mango melody. That's right. This is mango melody. I think that's what I'm going to use. So this time, instead of putting it directly on the paper, because it's a small image, let's just make a little palette. So we'll just scrape a little bit over here, and we will pick that up and just do these soft little stars. Look how soft that is. Isn't that sweet? Oh, I'm glad I thought of that. So my stars are appearing. And I would oftentimes just take a tissue and come over this when I'm done. You could even take the other end of your Q-tip and just wipe away the excess. But I think I do have my tissue right here. So that has become a really pretty. See how soft they are? If I had done them with ink, they would be a much brighter. So that's kind of the chalks just make everything soft. So we have the chalks here, and we have the chalks here. And then for those of you who came in later, this is what the same exact thing looks like with the two, this is actually Mossy Meadow and Pacific Point. but this is on shimmery white cardstock. This is on the soft succulent. So let's put this on the inside, and I hope that you are thinking about making your Christmas cards, because it's not too early to get started. I will say that the very first stamping I ever did was Christmas cards. I went to a home party in October, and I went, oh, I'm going to make my own Christmas cards this year. And I did, and I never looked back. So there we have my handmade Christmas card featuring 2 colors of soft pastel chalks blended on colored cardstock for a really cool effect. And then we also brought them to the inside, which kind of helps to cover for the fact that I think I stamped that a little bit crooked. It's not totally centered, but c'est la vie. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way, and we're going to do a little unboxing. I hope you like my soft pastel series that I'm doing here on Teach Me Tuesday. And if you live in a state where you have back to school, what do they call it, tax-free holiday, which we do in Texas. That is coming up in August, and any kind of Stampin' Up! Items that are considered like school supply type things are considered available for, or qualifying I should say, for the tax-free holiday. So that means our inks, no, actually I take that back, our markers and our grid paper and adhesives. This is something that qualifies. And that's one of those things that never goes on sale. So I love to stock up on adhesives when we have our tax-free holiday. And guess what else qualifies for tax-free? Yes, indeedy, those soft chalk pastels. Because of course you would use those in an art class. And so if you're thinking about getting those, you can of course place your order this month, but you could also wait and do it during tax-free weekend. And that is coming up. Once again, let me just show you the soft pastel assortments are on page 126 of the annual catalog. And they are right next to the watercolor pencils, which are another item I really love. I believe that both of these are on tax-free weekend. This item, the Marvelous Markers, which is all of the Stampin' Right markers, all of the core colors, does not include the in colors. This item would normally qualify because it's markers, but because it's over $100 in Texas, if you have an item over $100, it doesn't qualify. But your other markers do. So if you get, let's see, where are they? So here, if you want to get the markers, you can get the entire collection of markers, and those would be tax-free. So, you know, in my state, or in my city, I should say, that's 8.25%, almost 10% savings, which is definitely nothing to sneeze at. Okay, now, I need to bring a chair over here because I have a rather large box. And like I said, I got all this stuff ordered before I left for retreat, and then no time to dig into it. Now, this is the holiday catalog. I call it the holiday. It's technically the mini catalog. It is the July to December mini catalog. And it goes live on August the 3rd. Now, if you're a demonstrator, you're already ordering from this. And the super fun thing is that Celebration, we're having a second round of Celebration. And that is going on already for those of us who are demonstrators. So that means for every $50 that I spend on anything as a demonstrator, I qualify for Celebration rewards. So this is one of the new stamp sets that is going to be free with every $50 you purchase beginning August the 3rd. And those are just kind of right here on the top of my box. This is another one. I've already got some fun plans for this, you know, textures and frames, and this is a photopolymer stamp set. You can do a lot of fun things with backgrounds like that. This is absolutely adorable. Counting Sheep. You're amazing. We've got a little party hat. We've got some glasses, So glad it's your birthday, and some little dancing sheep, or they could also be still. It's a red rubber stamp set. All of these are items that are free with a $50 order during Celebration. But wait, there's more. There are sheep dies that go, that coordinate, excuse me, with the sheep stamp set. Now let me show you, because there's more dies than just the sheep. So let me grab my tea. I'm getting a little bit, my voice is kind of going out a little bit. We had bingo. We treat our retreat guests to bingo on Saturday night. It's part of their ticket. It gets a little raucous, a little rowdy, and boy, I think I lost, my voice was shot by the end, but it was a lot of fun. So here on these dies, you get a fence, you get a cloud, a sun, another cloud, a little flag, a party hat, and a balloon. So super cute. You know, I think that when you have a stamp set like this, it's cute for any age. I think that these are the kind of images that make anyone smile, whether you are old or young, sure to make you smile. But let's see, is there anything else in here that is, oh, this is Celebration. I got several of these because I was afraid they might sell out. This is called Be Dazzling Specialty Paper, and it is definitely dazzling. So let me pull this. It is 6x6 specialty paper, and it reminds me of like a mermaid. It's like fishtail. Really, really shiny. So I think that it's going to be one of those items that you don't need to use a ton of to get a really cool effect. So some people would call this Las Vegas style. I'm calling it mermaid style. So there are my Celebration free items. That kind of tells you they're free with every $50 you spent. Kind of tells you a little bit about my order here. So let's see. What did Candy get? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful stamp set. Love, love, love this. And I can't show you the inside of the catalog. I'm not allowed to do that yet. But I will show you that there are dies that coordinate. Look at the little fox. I think he probably sold me on this, although I like the whole rest of it too. To me, that just evokes, you know, cabin in the woods, everything about just a wonderful, wonderful winter, and hopefully a wintry Christmas. Now look at this. This is called Reflected in Nature. And look at that. It gives you, this is part of a whole, I think it's part of a mega suite. I might be wrong because I can't open the catalog in front of you right now. But this in one stamp gives you both the full image and then the reflected image, which I think is so cool. Because of course there's a technique you can do, but this is the quick and easy way, and I love quick and easy, so I think that's super cool. These are excellent greetings, and these could be used kind of year-round. May your journey take you to many new and exciting places. Breathe deep. Each day is an adventure. Take time for you. You know, this could be Christmas, but it could be a lot of other things too. So I love that. I'm a sucker for the cabin in the woods kind of themes. Now, let's kind of go in a different direction, and let's see what, photopolymer. Okay, let's put the cabins over here. I mean, are these cute or what? This is the Clever Cats, and I think they are adorable. So I don't do a ton of Halloween. I do some. And so I usually choose to add one stamp set or bundle to my Halloween collection each catalog. And so this is my choice. Now there is another Halloween thing, bundle that I might dip into, because I'll show you the paper that goes with it. The paper is super cute. Now I haven't put out my details yet, but I am going to be running a paper share. So if you're interested in getting a little bit of all the holiday papers, that's definitely the way to do it. Many of us just want, you know, particular ones, but the paper shares are definitely a great way to get a little bit of everything. And then you can decide which ones are your favorites. So the, look, now there's a punch that punches these little guys out. I do not have the punch. That is what, oh, I was frozen. Okay, hopefully I'm not frozen anymore. I wondered why everybody was so quiet. So you can see that there's an A side and then there's a B side. Now, you may not be able to see it because it's ever so faint. No, these are just little polka dots. Look at that, the black candy. Hopefully I'm unfrozen by now. Let me know when I'm unfrozen. This I love. The little bats, the little Dracula mice, I think, and I love the addition of pink in Halloween. I think that is just, I love pink anyway, so that's brilliant. And then a really solid piece of black, which is kind of an interesting piece of designer series paper, but it does have kind of a lot of, it looks kind of worn. Very classic orange and black stripes, very classic Halloween. And then a black and white polka dot. So once again, I love the way that Stampin' Up, oh Velma, good, I'm not frozen anymore. I love the way that Stampin' Up gives us so much, not versatility, although that too. The word I'm looking for this is practical use of the papers. Because once I'm done with this during Halloween, if I still have some left, look at that black and white polka dot that's on the other side. I mean, I can definitely use that. I mean, that black you could use for any time of year, where the other side is most decidedly, adorably Halloween. And on this side of the pattern, this black candy, definitely Halloween. But on the other side, you have these really playful colors of polka dots. So I think this paper, oh, I've got a few more patterns here. So the skeletons, very definitely Halloween, and or Day of the Dead is very big here in San Antonio. But look at that. That's a really nice stripe pattern. It's kind of a weathered gray. And then we have some little haunted houses with old olive background. And then we have little tiny ghosts and skulls and bats and pumpkins. So super cute. And then, is this the last pattern? So then again, they've added a little bit of pink, which I think is brilliant. It just kind of lifts the whole set of colors. Just that little injection of pink, because the orange and black together are really heavy. When you add the gray, it softens it. A little bit of purple thrown in. I love the addition of pink this year. I think that's probably something that's very trendy, is my guess. So super cute. This is called Cute Halloween paper. Very, very aptly named. So that is, I believe it's $11.50. Most of our regular designer's papers are $11.50. So there's Halloween. There's my little Halloween purchases. Now let me just kind of, what else should we bring out of this box? Oh, here we go. Angels of Peace. Isn't this beautiful? Red rubber stamp set. I love, love, love the artwork on this. And yeah, Velma, there is a lot of pink in this new catalog. You're right. And I think it's so beautiful. It just kind of softens everything. This is going to be beautiful when you heat emboss this in gold. And I love the fact that we have a mature angel, and then we have like a little girl angel, and some really nice greetings in very classic fonts. So, and again, You're an Angel can be, this could be for any time of year. Now this one where she has the holly, not so much. Something angels, oh, what does it say? Sometimes angels are just good people with kind hearts. So you could definitely put that on the inside, but it also would be something you could use year round. Another beautiful red rubber stamp set for fall, Beauty of Tomorrow. These are more fall images, and I think that, let's see, yeah, these images, no, that's right, that's the exact size. I love, love, love that bird. I think it's maybe, it looks too gentle to be a hawk, but it's just gorgeous. So I love the artwork there, and I really love the words on this. The changing of leaves reminds us that new wonders are just around the corner. Love that. And just really beautiful greenery, really nice little paint spatter. I'm here for you. Lots of great things there. Okay. Well, I got another one of those. The Arctic Bears. Look at that, realistic polar bears. This is going to be another one. This is a red rubber stamp set. This is going to lend itself to a lot of really cool techniques, and you can do a lot of shading and things with this. I think this would be fun with the chalks to make some kind of soft icebergs here. So this is Arctic Bears, really pretty. And then we have Welcoming Woods. Love this. You're going to be doing a lot of techniques with this. I've teamed up with Karina Chen, and we're going to be doing a holiday catalog stamp camp, and this is what we are featuring. One of the reasons we are is because you have so many. You have Hello Friend and Thank You and Celebrate. You have Every Season Brings Its Own Wonder, Happy Birthday, Good Luck, Best Wishes. Very all season, and you've got snowflakes as well as falling leaves, and we're going to do some fun techniques with that. So that's the main reason I got that. It is a photopolymer stamp set, and I'm going to be doing a lot of fun things with that. Oh, here's another celebration stamp set. I knew I had more celebration in there. This is actually what you get with a $100 order. It is a two full sets of two full sleeves of stamps, and gorgeous, gorgeous. This is a photorealistic dahlia, and then this one which you can color in, and Thank You Kindly, Oh So Happy for You, Sending Heartfelt Sympathy, You Inspire Me. Really great, great. So this is free with a $100 order. And let's see, but wait, there's more. I'm trying to show you all the stamp sets first. I've got a couple more here. Now, this is the sweet little stockings. Aren't these guys adorable? Now, when I was on the incentive trip, they had already given me the dies with this, so all I had to do was buy the stamps, which was pretty nice. Look at these very casual, very sweet greetings. And look at these little guys. And I will say that although you can pop them onto the pets, onto the stockings and have them peeking out, you could also use those other times of the year. So sending lots of love, the gifts, and these little guys could be used pretty much year round. But these are going to be super fun for cute, very cute holiday cards. And then this I'm going to show you is Penguin Place. Absolutely adorable. And it has part of a bundle. It has this adorable penguin punch. So you can punch out, you know, this part in black and this part in white, and then fill in his little eyes. And one of the excellent things that is another celebration item. So this is in the holiday catalog. Let me move a little bit of this. I'm getting big stacks here. This is in the holiday catalog, and I don't remember how much the bundle is, and it is photopolymer, which is going to make it really easy to make cute, fun scenes. Look at all the things you can add to your little bow tie and different little crown, different things. Oh no, I think that's his little feet that you can add to your penguins. But look, there is in the celebration brochure, there is this beautiful, beautiful designer series paper that you can get for free that coordinates. So, is anybody still here with me? Everybody's just being really quiet. If you're already a demonstrator, this is not new to you as far as the book. Now, what would be new to you is seeing it in person. So you may have not ordered everything yet. Okay, so look at those fresh colors. And as much as I love the penguins, I'm a sucker for foxes. I love, love, love the fox in this paper. And I love the colors in this. It's just so fresh. And there is the opposite side, is that really, again, very fresh green with the trees. Velma, I'm glad you're still with me. Let's see, it is 3 o'clock. Time's a wasting, girl. Look again, look at that fox. I just love him. So cute. And again, just a really fresh, that seafoam, soft seafoam is such a pretty green in this. And then this is picking up the green. I would not have put these greens together, but look how nice they look in the polar bear's scarf. Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Gail. Just making sure I'm not putting everybody to sleep. Again, just look at the freshness of the designs and the freshness of the colors. And I don't know if it's coming through on the camera. This is a pale blue background, but it's a balmy blue. It's not like it's not pool party blue. And then you see how it goes with that misty moonlight. Isn't that pretty? Just so nice. And then is this, I think this is another, no, that's the same. Now we're going back to the repeat. So that's the second, no, look at that. These are the smaller version, and this is the larger version. Oh my, oh my. Oh, and look at these playful stripes. This is just gonna be super fun to create with. So this, again, is a set of paper that is free during celebration, and you don't have to have the, you could use this with any stamp set, but I do think that, this is that fresh freesia. The penguin place is just too cute to not pair with it. So again, now they're building snowmen. Look at that, the polar bear is building a snowman. And let's see, the other side is just polka dots in all of these colors. So just brilliant, brilliant set of designer series paper. This is free with a $50 order beginning August the 3rd, and it's called Penguin Playmates is the paper. The coordinating colors are Basic Black, Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, and Soft Seafoam. What a beautiful, beautiful, fresh set of papers. Now, speaking of things that coordinate from the holiday catalog with something in celebration, this is a super cute, peaceful deer, very playful deer. We've had lots of realistic deer. These are more on the playful side. It is a photopolymer stamp set. It does have a coordinating punch, and I love the fact that we have antlers that are separate, so we can add them to make this a buck, or we can leave it. And then we also have a little dot here to make the eye. So Velma, you already got the paper, and yeah, the paper is just gorgeous. Jackie, you like the paper too, and yay, Velma, you're not going to sleep. Okay, so this is a super cute bundle. I think it's $35, something like that. But again, what they've done for us is they have given us a set of paper free during celebration that coordinates, and you are going to think this is the bomb. So let's see, get this open so you can see it properly. Now we've got buffalo check on these cute deer. Now notice that this punch is going to punch these deer out if you're so inclined. The other side is that great buffalo check. Isn't that a great, just classic, very classic, again, very homey Christmas. Then you've got this large birch tree pattern, which is really pretty. And then look at that nice red, and I think that's Sahara Sand, or is that crumb cake stripe? And then this is super bold, but look how pretty. I mean, doesn't that just say Christmas? red background, plaid background with all those white snowflakes. And then this is the other side, is just the red plaid. This side has the snowflakes and this doesn't. Now, I mean, this is a very classic Christmas with the red, white, and green. Look at those little Christmas trees. Super cute. So this whole suite is very cute. This side just has a soft dot, more like snow than a polka dot. And then we have these, again, soft snowflakes. And then the other side is kind of like garland. And then, here we go. These are more of the smaller version of the little deer. And then look at that nice plaid. So let's just double check these colors. So we have basic black, cherry cobbler, garden green, real red, and yep, I was right, Sahara Sand. So Sahara Sand is the cooler version of crumb paper. Look at those nice homey colors. Just so pretty, so classic. Love it. So that paper is free when you place a $50 order during Celebration. This would be kind of a natural if you purchased this. Get the paper for free if you topped up your order to reach the $50 mark, which would be pretty easy to do. But I do love that then you would have your paper for free. Okay, let me pop this in my box over here. While we're on the mode of paper, let's look at this adorable gingerbread and peppermint. So this is part of another suite. Oh, Velma, Twyla, I'm glad you like that paper. You're liking the one with the little reindeer. This one is super cute. Again, very classic, very homey, and gingerbread and peppermint. Now let's see, there's going to be several pieces of that. So now let's go to this side. This is like little gingerbread icing. And then let's put those. Then we've got some nice polka dots. And on the other side, more gingerbread icing. And look at that. I mean, classic fun Christmas baking. I do like that when you trim the edge, you've got those, because when this is 6x6 paper, so by trimming that edge, you'll get those little, what do you call them? Like sprinkles. Look at those plaids and that really nice, warm, it does look like gingerbread, doesn't it? And look at them, there's the peppermints. So we've got gingerbread and peppermints, and look at this. Classic little ornaments like you would make homemade in your kitchen with some more plaid. But wait, there's more. We have, ooh, nice little soft peppermints. And then some more bold gingerbread and gingerbread frosting. And then we've got, again, like Christmas ornaments or cookies, handmade cookies, more gingerbread. And then we have more of this and more cookies. Wow, this has a lot of patterns in it. This is going to be fun. Then we have, ooh, more. This is still more, yeah. More plaids, more cookies. You could do some fun things with this. And then we have more peppermints, red and green peppermints, which are usually classic peppermint, and then we get a little spearmint thrown in. And with the old olive stripe. And then we get one more icing and one more stripe. So lots of fun designs for that one. And this is called, I think I lost my little piece of paper that went in there that gave me all the information. We will find the rest of this suite probably. Oh, I will show you. This is part of that suite. This is craft 6x6 paper. This is not like crumb cake cardstock. This is true craft. It has that crisp finish. I would think that you could probably stamp on it. But this is a little bit thinner than cardstock for sure. I think this is going to be fun to make things with and to layer. So that is Craft 6x6 paper. And let's see. There is a stamp set. There's a bundle that goes with that I did not get. So there is a bundle that goes with this whole peppermint suite that I did not get. But it has all these cute, I will probably get it. I didn't get everything. Well, first of all, I didn't get everything because my budget won't stretch that far. And I don't know exactly everything I'm going to use yet. This is a cool embossing folder, and it's called Star-Crossed, and that's what it does. So the embossing folder, when you run it through, gives you half plaid and half stars. So this is going to be kind of fun to use. Definitely different. You could just put something right down the center to show the division there. Kind of cool. And then, let's see, Beautiful Leaves dies. Let's find if there is a stamp set in here that goes with that. I don't normally buy dies without stamp set, but it may have just not made it in my box. These are fun. These are Cute Star Adhesive. So this is part of the Cute Halloween suite, but look at those. Really cute. They're iridescent, and they are self-adhesive. Oh, so Valerie's telling me that somebody inked up, I think you mean this, this craft paper to make your own designer paper. Well, that would be fun. I think it's going to hold ink differently just because of the texture of the paper. So it'll be fun to see how we do with that. And I know some people have already been showing a lot of holiday stuff, so some of y'all may have seen this already, but I tend to wait until I'm a lot closer to the time the catalog goes live, because I got a lot, I don't want to get too far ahead of the game. This is, what's it called? Mini ruffled ribbon. Cute, cute. Real red ribbon. This one is the red, this is the sheer ribbon. I believe this was a carryover from last year. And yeah, Valerie, it is an interesting embossing folder. I think it's very unique, and I think it's going to be fun to work with. Let me see if I can get this open. Does anybody else struggle with these? Getting these little cellophane wrappers off of here without cutting the ribbon can be a real challenge sometimes. This is a really interesting ribbon. This is, I think it's Flirty Flamingo, but it's frayed. So this is a grosgrain, but you know how usually grosgrain has that really nice tidy edge? This has a frayed edge. So I think it's going to be fun to work with. Let's see. These I've already been using. So these are the brushed metallic adhesive backed dots, but they're not, I don't know that they're a full, maybe they're a circle, but they pick up the light to where they almost look a little bit oval. So you get gold and you get copper, and then you get kind of a bronzy color. I don't know what you would call that. I think it's a bronze. Really, like I said, I'm already using that for a project. This is part of that gingerbread suite, so this definitely, oh, I see. She inked up the embossing folder and made her own DSP. These are little doodads. Now, you do have to use some, probably your fine tip glue pen, but these are little gingerbread pieces. Gingerbread and peppermint acrylic shapes. This would make a cute shaker card, as well as a nice little embellishment. And let's see. Oh, these are fun. These are really, really pretty. They're super lightweight. These are the gold holly leaves. Look how pretty. They're just so elegant. Look at that. They're kind of, so they're veined on one side and flat on the other. Of course, you put the flat side down. But they're really elegant. They're not gaudy. You know, you'd think a gold holly leaf is going to be gaudy. These are actually really, really elegant. Now, this is another embossing folder that I'm really excited about. Now, I was a music major in college. Music has always played a big part of our lives. And of course, music is such a big part of the holiday season. So this I am super excited about. Look at that music note. And of course, if you have grandkids that are taking music lessons, if you have music lovers in your home or in your friends, this you can use any time of year. So I love, love, love this. And let's see what else I've got to show you. I had to get this one, Time Worn. This had my name on it. I really like things that are kind of aged. My husband and I, we've collected antiques for years. So I like old stuff. And this is called Time Worn. So in addition to having the kind of crinkly stuff that makes something look old, it also has words that are faded. So I think this is going to be really cool. So this is going to look like an old book, where this one is going to look like music notes. So those are fun. I'm excited about playing with those. Now a couple more things, and I'm going to let you go. And like I said, I had some things that I had already gotten on the trip, so I didn't even have to buy those. This I'm super excited about. This, you know, I was showing on my Facebook Live today. Well, I saw them on Facebook Live on my Teach Me Tuesday portion when I was showing you how, that we were using the pastel chalks. I pulled out that gold ephemera pack. Well, this is another ephemera pack. So these are not self-adhesive, but look at all of these fun frames and their Blackberry Bliss. What a gorgeous, gorgeous. And look at that barn owl. I love him. And these beautiful fall images. These are all just punch them out. So you get 2 pages like that. I think this is like, I don't know, is it $7? These, again, have that brushed gold. So they're really, really elegant. And this is part of a suite. We can't get the paper right now. The paper is not available yet. So we couldn't even get it in the back order. But this is the colors for the suite. And I showed you the stamp set that goes with this. It had that. I thought it was a different bird of prey in the stamp set. It has an owl on this. So yeah, Valerie, you're right. This is definitely drool worthy. So I'm very excited about playing with these. And equally excited about these snowflakes. We had snowflake little dies years ago, and I loved them, but I think I love these even more. Look at the shimmer and look at the shine. And what I'm super excited about is that once you punch this out, look how pretty. Look how pretty. This is like iridescent white. You can punch out. You can put that on your die cutting machine, and you can use all of these extra pieces. So I think every little bit of this is going to be used. And again, I think this package of snowflakes, let me see, how many does it tell? Oh, there's 24 in here. And then you get all those little bits and pieces as well. I think this is about like $6. It's super affordable. I was shocked at how inexpensive this was. That's not going to go back in there easily. I can do that off camera. And you can see, yeah, it's picking up the kind of holographic nature of that, where it's picking up in there. Now let's see, I've got a couple more things to show you. These are doubles. Oh, this paper is gorgeous. This ribbon is gorgeous. This is another ribbon I was super excited about. So you know when we have the black glitter, organdy glitter ribbon? This is a white one. So we now have this white one. And in addition to it being just beautiful, delicate, it also is, this is going to be fun to color with your blends. I mean, look how pretty that is. So pretty. It's just, oh. See, when you put it on this paper with that pink. So this is the pink paper that goes with that pink ribbon, and it is to die for. This is the Whimsy and Wonder. Again, there is a whole suite of this. There is a Stampin' die set with Christmas trees. I have not gotten the bundle yet. Not sure I'm going to, but the paper I'm in love with. Pink snowflakes, yes please. And look at the other side, that fun, big, bold stripe. But I confess, I'm probably going to use all of that side. And look at this side. I mean, this is breathtakingly beautiful. It's so soft. It's so pretty. It's so elegant. So the holly leaves, and then again, kind of a bold pink on the other side. As much as I might use a tiny piece of that, I'm going to be using all of this side. And then look at these. Now, this is what the stamp set looks like. These very elegant, but more on the modern side of trees. And they are so pretty on here. I hope you can get it's just like a holographic shine. And then on the other side, again, that soft green. So pretty, these papers. This I love. Love, love, love these colors and these gifts. They're just exquisite. And again, I don't even, well, they do have holly leaves on them. I don't even think they're overly Christmassy. This side of the paper is really pretty, but again, I'm too in love with this piece to probably ever turn it over. This is just classic silver and white stripe, but again, it has that holographic silver on it. And then a green with white kind of snowflakes. And then again, a gorgeous piece of paper. Look at the softness of that color palette. And look at the little Rudolph right there, or the little reindeer. Beautiful, just soft and feminine Christmas ornaments. And then on the other side, you have Misty Moonlight, really subtle Christmas trees and stars. This paper, yeah, I am in love with everything about this paper. Wonder and Whimsy, I believe, is the name of it. Just gorgeous. Now, I'm going to show you one more gorgeous paper. Well, maybe two more. I'm telling you, the papers in this catalog are just amazing. This is another celebration item. So this is, you know, the hand-penned paper that we have in the catalog, which is what we used as a theme for our retreat I just come off. This is that paper, but it's in all black and white. But it's a soft black, so it's kind of a washed black. So I think it's going to be fun to use in just black, but you can also use it. So you get 4 of this pattern, and see how it's it looks like it's like had water on it, and that's by design. And so you get 4 of this pattern. But see how you can add color to these if you want, or just use them in classic black and white. So you're going to get 4 of that pattern. And then this is the pattern that is Highland Heather in the hand-penned paper. So you have that kind of washed out look on the black and white. And then on the other side, you have a classic white with black polka dots. But again, these are not like those perfect polka dots. These are hand-drawn polka dots, and I think they're just lovely. So this is another one that is free with a $50 order during celebration. But wait, there's more. I keep thinking I'm getting to the end of this box, and I've got more to show you. I do have one more set of Designer Series papers. And like I said, I will be running a paper share. I haven't got all of my ducks in a row yet. I had a lot to do since I got back from retreat. And in between, I've got a hubby. This is, let me get the name of it. I love, love, love this whole suite. This is called Peaceful Place. So this one coordinates with that cabin that I showed you at the very beginning of my unboxing. So look at that page. I mean, is that going to be a gorgeous scrapbook page just in and of itself? Heck, I think you could make a home decor piece out of that. And it's, again, that soft black and gray. And then the other side is just a soft, kind of a diamond pattern. But yeah, I think I'm going to be using this side. Then we have another, really, this is made to be 4 6x6 pieces, and just lovely. And then the other side has just these this soft gray with these little skinny Christmas trees, or they're really not Christmas trees, they're evergreens. This is so pretty. It's just that smoky gray, basic gray with those Snowflakes, and then I think this is kind of an updated buffalo check with that soft gray. It looks very soft because usually buffalo check has that really strong contrast. Yeah, Velma, there goes your yearly budget. I hear you. This is a stunning piece of wood grain, but it's all silver. Isn't that unusual? And then on the other side, you have those nice, pretty Christmas trees. Again, they're evergreen trees. These are not true Christmas. These are evergreen trees. I get a little carried away with Christmas trees. This is just, I don't know. This reminds me of like a contemporary art icicles, but it's really pretty, kind of moody. But I will tell you, this one, the B-side is going to win for me. I love, love, love this image of the cabin in the woods. Yes, please, take me there. That's where I want to go for my holidays. Again, we have one of these sets of pieces of paper that's designed to split down the middle. And then you have card fronts, or you could put on the front of a journal or something like that. And then the other side is very, very soft. Yeah, this side, this is where I'm gonna camp out, on this side of the paper. So I think that is everything. I've got some boxes in here and a few more ribbons, but I think this navy and, not navy and white, pool party and white grosgrain is super pretty. And I can't even remember which suite that goes with. Oh, and these dots. I've been using these dots already too. These are gradient dots. So you have, I think they're cherry cobbler. Let's see if it tells us. I'm sure it tells us in the catalog. I think they're cherry cobbler and crushed curry and old olive and is that evening evergreen or is that night of navy? Can't even tell. I think it's evening evergreen. I don't know, it's more bluey. Anyway, these are fun dots. So that is it for today. I kept you very long, and this was Teach Me Tuesday, but I also did my holiday catalog unboxing. So Teach Me Tuesday, we did, what did we do? We did pastel chalks, and we blended 2 colors, and we stamped with Versamark on colored cardstock this time, and got a really cool effect. And then we did my unboxing. Like I said, I had a big box. So, but I enjoyed sharing it with you, and it is very different in person, as the catalogs, they do it as best they can with the photography, and they do a great job, but you know, seeing is believing, and touching and all of that. So if you're in the San Antonio area, greater San Antonio area, you want to come by my Christmas in July. I'm doing it Friday and Saturday at the church from 10 to 4. So those of you who are in the workplace might come Saturday, and those of you who are not working outside your home, you could come on Friday. We're doing BOGO shopping, and there is also a Christmas card class, and that you do need to register. So even though the BOGO shopping is free, I want to make sure that there's plenty of space for everybody to feel comfortable. And of course, there's limited at the classroom. We have to have not only limited chairs, but we also have to have packets ready for you. So, and if you're not in the San Antonio area and you want to do Christmas in July with me, I have my stamping bingo night, and this Thursday is the last day to register. So I got to get packets ready and in the mail so that we can do our stamping bingo on Zoom. So that is it for today. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your patience and your indulging me with your time. And I don't know if you can tell behind, things are looking a lot nicer. So maybe by Thursday, I am going to do simple and stepped up stamping. It's kind of a mouthful. But I think I'm also going to do a little studio tour. So yes, I will. If you put in the comments that you need my bingo link, I will be happy to send it to you. I'm working on getting an email out today. Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. So hopefully you're already on my email list. And that way you get all the notice of all the things I'm doing, my events and things like that. And I oftentimes, but not always, oftentimes pop in there the YouTube link to my Facebook Live in case you missed it. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you ever so much. Thanks again. I will see you Thursday. In the meantime, take care and God bless.